All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Artificer. Yeah, we're doing this again. Might not have everything set up correctly. I hope I do. Music in the background. Let me know if you can hear it well. It might be very quiet. But hello, everyone. I guess I'll just start. Oh, this run right here, 16 minutes. This made it to Metropolis. As this was done yesterday. Apparently, I've been getting bad luck at the very start of Metropolis. There's a room where it just gets a bit quiet. Okay. I don't want it to be too loud, but like, it's kind of in the background. But one of those first few rooms in Metropolis, not had great luck with. Scavengers showing up when I don't usually expect them. Okay, great start. Hello everyone. We're doing this again. I might consider streaming at a weird time because yesterday I was just doing a bunch of runs in a row and I totally could have just streamed it. Not at all at the usual time that I do streams normally. This cannot be good. It's not that bad. There's a king vulture. Or not. I feel like I've gotten a lot better at demasking vultures. Like that's definitely a new skill. Because I very rarely demask vultures outside of them. Kind of recreate the thumbnail right here. Okay, well that's not great, but I pretty much never tried to demask vultures. Aside from just killing them first, which makes it a lot easier, but that's a lot slower, of course. So just doing it with one spear has become a lot more consistent for me. Interesting scavenger here. What's up with that? Oh really? I stabbed him in the head and he didn't even drop me. All these songs in the playlist, they are not the volume varies a lot. So one song might be way too quiet, and another might be too loud. Unless they're all too quiet. And also the volume that you guys hear is different than what I hear. So it might be too loud for me, so I lower the volume, but it actually just made it even harder to hear on your end. So it should be fine. I think I have the game and the music set to like similar levels. Oh, it's a good idea to check this room. Oh, that's where all the vultures are. Okay. Maybe if that was a like a red lizard instead of a red centipede, they could have demasked the vulture. Oh great, the chat is broken. Hold up, I don't even know how to fix this. It's usually like scrolling up and down fixes it, but if there's not enough chat messages if there's not enough chat messages, it doesn't even let you scroll, so I can't fix it like that. There we go. So it's fixed now. Outro threat thing. You know, I don't even have any like threat music on the playlist. Maybe I should add some right now. I don't know. Let's just keep doing rounds. I'm gonna restart this because I was late on the exit. Nice parry. I want that spear, you know. Okay, I just didn't have a spear anymore. I really like hitting scions like that, because usually when they land right next to you, well, after their like big jump, they usually are spinning around rapidly. So if you throw at them, there's actually a pretty good chance that you hit them. It's like if they're on the ground, if they're either facing you or not facing you, right? Oops, I'll reset again. But if they're in the air, they can be facing any direction. So it's more likely that the mask side isn't facing you. Wow, that's bad karma again. I've kind of considered adding an attempt counter. Or at least splits, because that automatically keeps track of attempts too. I think it would just be inaccurate for Artificer. Just because of how often you reset at the very beginning. Can you really consider it an attempt if you haven't even made it past like a minute? So there would just be like hundreds of attempts. Even if the total playtime is a lot lower than in like other runs. But also, that's kind of the same for Rivulet, where a lot of attempts ended pretty early. It's not nearly as bad for Rivulet. It still had a little bit of the same problem. Tip for new player. I don't know. I never know what to say. Man, this line has been showing up often. I think this song is fitting of Artificer. King Vulture. They were like never within range to hit them with the spear. Unless I did an up throw, which usually doesn't work out. What? Wow. A little bit delayed by the green lizard there. Just a little. Okay, just one vulture for once. I'll take that. Ooh, tried to surprise me. Oh, that's good, Kate. I had to get in the way. It's really not that bad. I don't know what you guys are going on about. Like, these runs have been pretty fun for the most part. And also, I just really want to finish a run. I really don't like this, though. There we go. Oh, really? That's a new mistake. At this exact point, well, not anymore. I'm back here again. I had some really good attempts going yesterday. Also, this isn't even that strange to play one category this much. Like, if you look at any actual speedrunner, they will spend like weeks, like months grinding out one category just to get a slightly better run. Like, it's actually kind of strange that Rain World doesn't have that sort of thing. Well, I guess it isn't really that strange. It's because Rain World is kind of the game that it is. There's the actual speedrunner. That red lizard has killed me a lot. The main problem is in those rooms is that the pipes are very short. So the moment that you see the red flash on the pipe, you're already dead. It only takes like half a second for them to exit once you see the flash. If they were a little bit longer, then you can actually react to it and try to dodge or get into the pipe before they exit it. But no, there's other speedrunners out there that play games that are actually like good for speedrunning, and they will spend like months, like thousands of attempts on just slightly, like just on improving a run by like a few seconds. And I do like the same run like 4 times in a row. And it's like crazy. It's like, oh, are you gonna be okay doing all these speedrun attempts? I'm cursed. How many times have I died to that lizard so far? Like 3 times this stream? At least this song is playing now. I'll grab his head. I was almost ready to quit out because I didn't expect them to have enough karma. Alright, grab the vulture. This is pretty consistent, isn't it? I get the vulture mask fairly quickly, and then I die to something else, you know? That's been the formula for the past like 5 attempts. Drought, right, I saw that too. Definitely seems interesting, although I'm not really sure what they're gonna do. Because the old drought mod was pretty much just like Spearmaster, right? Like you get to explore Moon before she collapsed. Or no, that was was it like even before that? Like the other pearl? That was the pearl that told Pebbles how to do the experiments, right? That's what Drought was doing. I guess they could still do that. Although I think it's confirmed that it's Spearmaster who delivers that message, because we know that they have been a messenger for some time before the events of the campaign. And also, the character is also quite similar to Artificer with the double jump. Except actually, their double jump looks actually quite interesting because of, you can kind of chain multiple jumps together. No, please leave. The menace is back. Okay, I don't think I can get out of that. I don't need to be... I think that the next thing that I can improve at the most is dealing with that red lizard. There's a red lizard in Industrial that I haven't figured out that one. I know that if it's in the middle of the room, then I can wait on the left side for it to go through the pipe. If it goes through the pipe on the right side, I know that that's enough time for me to get to the other side safely. You know, I understand like the kind of things that red lizard can do, but this one in garbage waste, I don't really know. I guess usually my strategy is just to run forward, right? I don't really. Maybe I should just wait and maybe they'll like drop down, and that's my opportunities to run by. I don't know why you guys are doing this in the chat. Oh man, that's a slow start. Yeah, that red lizard is easier to deal with just because of the environment. But I mean, there's still like a pattern to the environment in the one in garbage waste, right? Like 2 platforms with a hole in the middle. So maybe there's something that also works consistently there. Or another problem is that the red lizard can just come over to the right side. That's a skill issue. Hello, I would like 3 more vultures, please. If I hit that first spear, it might have been fine. I own personal vulture. I really hit the wing on the other side of their body instead of the head. Me wondering how I got here. It's a pretty cool song. You know, it's funny. I think I might be more well known for running rivulets. I mean, those are like the videos that I have on this channel. And the world record. But I think I might have, at this point, done more Artificer runs. Or spent more time on Artificer runs than on rivulet. Definitely on attempts. I don't know about practice though, because I've done a lot more rivulet practice runs than like Artificer practice runs. Because I think creatures is just like part of the process for Artificer. Whereas for rivulet, I do practice runs without I did not mean to fall down there. I always do run or practice runs as rivulet without creatures to practice the movement, but for Artificer, creatures are like 70% of the run, so I don't think there's any point in practicing. I have done practice runs where I warp to Metropolis and I do runs from there, or where I warp to the very end of Metropolis to practice that part. But the majority of the attempts have been just like starting to run from here. Which is also why I've done more streams of this run. Because for Rivulet, it was easy just whenever I wanted to just open up the game and do a practice run real quick. But for Artificer, there's not really practice runs. But if I ever wanted to do a real attempt, then I need to like set everything up, like the recording software, and maybe set up the music in the background. Because I don't really like listening to in-game music for this category. So it's easy. If I'm gonna do that, I might as well stream it, you know, when I have everything set up. I really miss both those. Okay, plan B. See that pipe that the bolt or the red that goes down, I think that's the one that I need to bait it into before crossing. And also, I didn't do as many Rivulet streams because I actually got the run quite quickly. Because in the first stream, I did a few attempts and then I learned some new strategies. So like half the stream was just like practice. And then I did a second stream where I just got the attempts fairly quickly. It's like, oh wow, that was easy. Not for Artificer. We can't have that here. I actually don't want to get that pipe boost. So you end up hitting your head on the next platform. Oh, really? I feel like that should have hit. Oh, nice swing. Damn, he didn't kill me. Wasn't that the song that just played? Oh no, that was a different one. What is that song? Guess it isn't. Maybe since the star's name. Well, welcome. Runs have been... I don't need to tell you if you've been here. You know how the runs have been. The runs in quotation mark if you count the beginning of Garbage Waste as an actual run. It's really been dying to Red Lizard Simulator, which is, you know, it's an alright category, but I think there's some improvements to be made. For one, you don't even need to get the scab body if you're going for that. You just go straight there in the beginning. And I'm forgetting to actually pick up the scavenger body while I'm talking about that. Excuse me. That's kind of slow. And their wings always get in the way. If I don't get a mask quickly enough, I just go to the next room and hope that there's a mask on the floor, which is pretty rare. But sometimes I get one. The thing is that usually if the vultures see me in that previous room, then there's not going to be as many vultures in the next room. So less likely for one of them to get demasked. Whereas if I'm in the previous room for a long time waiting for a vulture to show up and none of them show up, that might be because they're in the next room. And if they're in the next room, then they might get demasked, you know. It is pretty cool to play one category enough to get familiar with the kind of like patterns like that. What if I tried killing an elite for a mask? That's a really cool idea. If there was a elite anywhere in this region. There might be an elite somewhere, but I don't think there's any consistent spawns for one. There are elites a little bit more consistently in Chimney Canopy, but at that point, it's too late. You really want to have the mask for Garbage, for Industrial, and for the beginning of Chimney. Like, those are, like, the best places to have a mask, so getting a mask after all of that kind of defeats the purpose. You might as well just go all the way with that one. Oh, nice dodge. Oh, really? That would be cool. If there was like one spot where you could consistently find an elite. Also, I think that elite masks are maybe slightly less effective than normal vulture masks. I'm not confident about that though. They're either the same or slightly worse than a regular vulture mask. It's funny that as a slug cat, an elite scavenger is like scarier than a vulture. Vultures are like not too hard to avoid. And yet elite can like snipe you from halfway across the screen. Actually more than halfway. From across an entire screen, you know. Elites can snipe you. And one-shot you, that's the main problem. So both vultures and elites can one-shot you, but elites have the range, right? But for like a lizard, for example, an elite is actually not as scary. Because a vulture can one-shot even like pretty large lizards. But not an elite. It takes multiple spears for an elite to do that. There might be chaos in the next room or... Nope, just a centipede. Hello. Welcome to the stream. And either way, getting a vulture mask is pretty fast. If you do it perfectly, which I mean, it's pretty random. But in like an ideal scenario, you get a mask within like a few seconds. Had to abandon your scion. Tragedy. Love when scavengers just jump out of their dens like that. Hello. Welcome to the stream. You have not missed anything. Just what is happening right now is a pretty good representation of what the whole stream has been like. Actually, just kidding. This usually doesn't happen. And even less likely to get past the red lizard. Look at that. I don't like the way that I'm holding them though. Scavenger. Yeah, that's better. Man, I really don't like how that's not consistent. I used to be able to jump onto the platform and then do a roll. I don't know why it doesn't work now. Don't do it. Imagine if these garbage worms stole the mask from you. That'd suck. Like the pebbles graffiti in the background. Oh, thank you for that. We actually got a run going. Pretty short cycle. That might be a problem. No, I'd like to grab them properly. Alright, there we go. For some reason, like depending on the position that you're holding a scavenger, it changes the physics. Like if you grab like the middle of their body, then it's as if you're not holding anything at all. But if you hold like the lower part of their body, then they really really slow you down. And if you grab the head, then you like barely have a hold on them at all. That sucks. Not really. That wasn't that bad. Don't be evil. Usually scavengers in that room aren't a big problem. You can just jump and then land right into the pipe. You fall quickly enough to avoid getting hit at all. Each side of in front of the pipe. Please move. Or do anything at all. Drop wig. Ooh, did that lizard see the drop wig and move back? Please. Oh, what about that fruits over there? Also, welcome to the stream. I can't really look at chat in the middle of a run. Got train gates. Excuse me. I didn't even need to do that. They have dropped the scavenger on their own. Always check for drop pickups there. He didn't have a spear. Oh, mistake. Not gonna jump in this room. Conserve them for next room. Oh, bad angle. I tried to move down to dodge that, but they shot right down the pole. So unless I jumped off of it, I would have gotten hit. I expected them to be more horizontal to me instead of directly above. Getting some very unique scavenger colors. Maybe it's just the balance. So like if you're holding the scavenger in the middle, both sides of them like balance each other out. But if you're holding from one side, then it's uneven. Where am I? I get stuck on the corner. But you notice that if I'm, depending on the way that I'm holding the scavenger, if I'm on a pole, then if I'm holding them the wrong way, then I slide down the pole slowly. But if I'm holding them right in the middle, then I don't slide down at all. It's as if they're actually weighing you down. Unless you're holding from the right spot. Whoops. What if there's a way to tell if you go from having 1 jump left to having 2 jumps left? Oh, where's the scout? He's still alive. Oh, come on. So anyway. Okay. I think the last one had enough. No way to tell. Maybe I just have to get used to the timing. How long it takes to recover. I know that I usually get it wrong though. Oh. Oh no, that would have been sick. Like that if that's how I got the mask. Sub the chimney canopy. I mean, they're only like 2 regions apart if you have downpour. You go through Pipe Yard to Sky Islands to chimney from there. Or from Industrial. Pipe Yard Industrial chimney. Shaded music. Oh, you're playing drop. What are your options then? Like shoreline? It's quite hard to go backwards through drainage. It's journeys like that I really like in this game though. Like, oh boy, I get to go from Subterranean all the way to the other side of the map. Isn't that fun? I guess I am kind of a speedrunner. Oh. So that's pretty much what I'm always doing. That sign has been a real problem this stream. Not usually a problem. Either I hit them with the spear or a vulture shows up in time to scare them away. Since I did loop the entire map as Spearmaster. I can always hit the mask in that scenario, but not actually get the map. Oh. course, there's a red lizard and a mask. 2 masks, of course. This whole time I've been looking for masks, and now they're right there. When I do get a mask on my own. It seemed like I get the next roll from that jump. Surprised I got a roll or a slide so quickly out of that roll. So I didn't even mean to. No, I don't even know what I meant to do there. Pebbles is just chilling. Blocks you for playing rain rule. Okay, just bad flies. Be weird if there's like scavengers right next to that pipe. Just some bad flies. Hanging out. Rip Scion. I feel like Scions never should get caught by vultures. Like they're way too mobile. Like just do one jump. Maybe I should have waited there. I don't know. I don't really know how to deal with them, lizards in that room. If I should enter the pipe or I should let them pass first. Because usually they run away faster than I can move anyway. They only slow me down for a little bit at the beginning if they're too close. Their shaded song. I've been struggling to make that jump with the slide pounce recently. So even if I might actually get the jump, I kind of play it safe anyway. Fastest possible already story percent. I think below 20 minutes. If you're actually the luckiest person on the planet. I was able to get a sub 20-minute run with creatures disabled and karma requirements disabled. So I never had to fight any creatures except for the Scav King at the end. And I never had to carry a Scav body with me or get a Vulture Mask. And I barely got under 20 minutes. This is looking unfortunate. Oh, that spear didn't hit somehow. Oh, okay, I didn't expect that though. It's not over, it's not over. We're still moving. The time that I'm aiming for in these runs is around 21 minutes. I think I can achieve that. Zero seconds. Wouldn't it be crazy if Rainbow had some sort of like ridiculous like credits warp or wrong warp that like you just immediately skip to the end by like executing a perfect chain of like frame perfect inputs? That's the thing in a bunch of older games where there's like there's the normal speedrun where you just like finish the game, and then there's speedrun where you like basically like hijack the game's code to arbitrarily send you to the end. I don't think that's really a thing anymore though. Hi, Cyan. I mean, any random player can just start playing the Artificer run. And if they just, like, play randomly, press random keys, then it's still possible for them to get world record. It's just so improbable that it's basically impossible. No, it isn't possible. Like, statistically, it can't happen. But it could. Not really great movement there. Pass this task run. If only people actually did tasks for Rain World, but I don't think it's really. I don't think it really works out for this game. And also, I don't even know if there's like the right tools for it. I think there were for like movement stuff. Like the movement community made past tools to show off their like frame perfect tech, but they usually don't. They usually don't go and use them in actual like pass runs. Okay, this run is over. I'm insane. This is good pace too. Maybe that should just be my default route. Don't ever try to go through the tunnels on the side, just get better at that movement. Maybe if done ideally, it's actually faster than going through the tunnels, regardless if there's scavengers. The song is a bit late. I feel like a Saint task and a Rivulet task would be really fun to watch. me to throw the spear there? I'll find another. Nope, I'm 2 frames per. Okay. Remember, there still can be scavengers in this room. There aren't, but it could happen. I kind of wonder if anyone could ever figure out the probability of stuff happening in this game. Like, in every room, what's the chance of there being scavengers in that room? You know? And you can calculate the odds of getting a run where you never run into scavengers at all. I think that there's like so many systems that determine where creatures decide to go. It'd be really hard to figure that out. If anyone even understands anything about the AI this game. I sure hope the stream isn't lagging, because I kind of need these. I need this run to not have any like cuts in it. YouTube issue? Well, hopefully Twitch is fine. YouTube died? Oh man. Okay, go over to Twitch if it's not working. Oh man, I can't tell you though if the stream doesn't work. I mean, they got like, there's some really good AI in Rocket League, right? Like those use neural networks, and they basically just like train and kind of play like normal players would, except just better. And that was the kind of game where people would think that there's no way that an AI can actually play better than humans, but then they ended up being really good. I don't know if they got to the point where they're actually better than like the best players, but definitely like way better than anyone expected. So maybe the same thing is possible with Brain World, especially since it's a 2D game and not 3D with like, well, it is also physics. Chess actually seems like it's like way simpler to make a bot for, because you just need to look at the state of the board and determine what the next best move is, right? Whereas for Rain World, you need to, for every single frame, you need to determine what's the best combination of all inputs that you can make, you know? So you can move in any direction, to press any combination of any of the movement keys. You can jump, grab, and throw 40 times a second. That's what an AI would have to learn for this game. But they did it for Rocket League, so. Man, kind of slow right now. I'm gonna stop talking. Oh, no, really? Yes, the centipede. Thank you for the sacrifice. Oh no. There's electric spear. I've actually found that electric spears are kind of useful against the Scav King. Oh, really? But not like it doesn't win you the fight, but they just help a little bit sometimes compared to normal spears. No scavengers. He didn't have a spear. He has a spear now. Oh, really? The snipe? So is YouTube completely broken? If you guys want to try like refreshing. Oh shoot. Twitch broke for me. That might be back. Let me know if you can still like see the stream and everything. If it's like before I start another run. I'm gonna catch up on chat. Man, Metropolis is always such a mess. I never know what to expect there. Some runs go really well and you barely run into any scavengers at all, but sometimes they're in every single room. I think that was the second best run so far. I never really know what to do in a room full of scavengers. It's usually the fastest option is just to run past all of them and hope you don't get hit. Or you could try to slowly, one by one, take them out with the spear. Even then, like, if you spend more time in the room, that might be just putting you more at risk. I have to fall right on top of the scavenger. Really? Really? Okay, this sucks. I'm gonna keep going though, because the start was good. Sorry guys, didn't mean to interfere like that. Alright, see ya. Thanks for stopping by. So I got to the, by the way, in that previous run, I got to that room at about 18 minutes, I think. Maybe someone can check the timer, but I think it was about 18 minutes. So if I made it through the next 6 rooms within 2 minutes, that would have been under 2 minute or under 20-minute run, which is difficult. That's very difficult, by the way. You know, considering all of the chaos that happened, dealing with scavengers and other creatures, you can see how maybe you could make that, you could like save a bit of time there if you never had to deal with those creatures in all those rooms. Oh, now this song plays. Thank you. Wow, how many creatures are there in here? What the heck? Blue is tiny. Oh, hello. I think I've seen a scavenger there. Well, I guess I've seen them in the room next to this. It's the right. Or if this guy with a rock makes you fall mid-jump. It could happen. Enough time in this cycle. See, that time I jumped too early. You know, there's one thing that I don't understand. Oh, that was lucky. Whenever you grab onto a pole, what side of the pole are you gonna be on? I never know the answer to that question. Especially if you enter from a pipe. It's like right now, when I leave that pipe, if there was a pole right there, I could hold up to leave the pipe and then grab onto the pole, right? But if I do that, which side of the pole am I gonna be on, right? And you need to know which side of the pole you're on to do fast pole climbing. Like, lets you alternate between each side. And if you guess wrong, then you jump off the pole. That's something I've yet to figure out about this game. It's probably random. I hope it isn't random. I have no idea what kind of weird pattern would determine that thing. I don't like this. Take a wild guess why I'm not a fan of this scenario. Actually, it was not that bad though. Plenty of other stuff for the vultures to eat. Also, how many king vultures are in this region? Goodness. I've seen like 3, 4 maybe king vultures. Average chimney canopy. Hello? I'm back. I realized I was muted. I don't know for how long. "10 minutes? I hope you're not correct with that. For like most of this run. I was probably also quiet for a while too. How rude of you. Well, I'm gonna keep being quiet anyway. We're here again. I slept, dude. It's too quiet. He tried to get me. I grapple him. There they are. Or not. Oh. No spear. If I parried there, I think I would have stunned myself. Maybe that would have been fine if the vulture fell down because of it. I couldn't get back in the pipe either. And even if I did, the vulture would have just waited for me to come out. I'm wasting all my good Metropolis luck. Well, I guess that there were quite a few scavengers I ran into. I just managed to deal with them. That's a blue scavenger. I'll be taking him though. One over there? Both of you? I'll take that. Man, my strategy there does not work anymore. It was always to like fall off the platform and then buffer a jump and then roll off the next platform, but I never get that jump. I don't know if it's because I'm not getting like far enough to make it to that platform, or if I'm pressing jump too early and not getting the buffer, or I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it was so consistent before. Was YouTube doing this again? It's fine. We got this song. Getting a little bit more consistent. Well, I don't know if it's consistency or just luck. I haven't been stuck in garbage waste for too long. The past few attempts. Oh, you're fun. Okay. Oh, he got me. Well played. Oh, there's another one. There's a few more than one. It's fine. More scavengers over there means less scavengers over here, right? That was a scavenger. Okay. That's not very nice. Interrupt someone in the middle of the speedrun. That is a wow. Very fancy red lizard. I guess one thing that's nice about speedruns is how many variations of creatures you get to see. Every run is an entirely new set of creatures with unique designs and colors. Like I've seen all sorts of like scavenger colors. Although a good like half of the scavengers I've seen look like the one I'm holding right now. This is like the average scavenger. Either this or more like a beige color. Hello, I'm back again. Apparently I was muted. Another time. Oh, come on. My microphone actually has a light on it, and it's a red if the mic is muted. And you'd think that'd make it obvious, like I could just look over and see, oh, the mic is red, so it's muted. But I just get so focused on the game that I don't even notice it. Is that a spitter spider dart? Oh, this song. Hopefully it's not something else that's muting it. Or I'm just like muting it and forgetting to turn it back on. Okay. Have I ever seen that before? I mean, probably, but like in one of these runs. I thought those lasers were just from the one behind me. Also, I like how King Vultures have laser pointers and we don't even question it. I guess the harpoons are maybe more surprising. It's like Calm Before the Storm song. Maybe I should save my jumps for this room. Sure, that I need them to make it all the way up. I could do another jump there if I didn't use as many. I might hear scavengers up there. Just one, if he doesn't come down. Okay, we're back here again. It's a little bit slower. Like I prefer like a low 10-minute when I get to the shelter. Like 10-20 or 10, well, 10-10 is like a really good run, so I guess I can't always expect that. And if I get lucky at the wall, then I make up for it there. Or anywhere in Metropolis, really. I can never make it there. I haven't done that in a while. We're here again. Hello, Pebbles. I'm back. At least we don't have to go across the wall, the top of the wall twice in each run. Although some parts of Metropolis are basically just like the wall. It's kind of stressful how there is such a long time to get to Metropolis. Like, the moment you enter the gates of Pebbles, you've basically made it to Metropolis, right? There's nothing that can kill you up until you actually make it into Metropolis. So the entire walk to Pebbles, the walk back up this part of the wall, and these two rooms to Metropolis, you're just waiting. You're basically completely safe, but you know that the most difficult part of the run is still ahead of you. Hands up the scavengers. He's dead. This guy sniped me all the way over there. This is such a calm song. Whoa! It happened. Who said that was gonna happen eventually? I mean, it didn't really lose that much time, but please. Oh, shoot. Okay, well, no mask now. Well, it doesn't make that much of a difference. And how many lizards are there even? Oh, this guy's back. Yeah, how many lizards are there anyway? Just keep going, just keep going. Come on. I don't want you either. Stop! I can't stupid creatures. Yeah, any rolls. Expected a scavenger? Oh, okay, here they are. I didn't really like the way that room was going anyway. But I also really didn't know what to do in that room. Like, there's a droplet running around, there's scavengers on the other side, I don't have any weapons. That's fine though. For whatever reason, that one vulture in that one vertical room, it's being a big problem. Usually it doesn't happen. If there's a vulture, they just like go down to the bottom of the room and I can just ignore them for the rest of the room up top. I mean, didn't you guys miss some garbage waste? Like, it had been so long since I've been here. Just really were hoping that I'd come back. Red lizard? Oh, there they are. Hungry for cicada. What kind of jank physics happened there, where I dropped the... Yeah. Alright, well... Actually, I must apologize again to the garbage waste fans. I'm already leaving the region. This usually doesn't happen. I'll make sure to fix that for next time. the slowest spear throw I've ever seen. Unless it like hit the ball. I guess Monkey can also throw spears really slow, or Saint in expeditions. But the funny thing is that if I got hit by that spear, I still would have died. Oh. Is this stream lagging? Whoa. Hello? What is this pace? Why am I like 20 seconds ahead? Just for no reason. Oh, there were some dropped frames. But yes, I really need you to work with me today. That's rude. It wasn't me. Oh. Excuse me, everyone? Passing by? That wasn't very good. The fear of a king vulture is a great motivation to go faster. Whoa. Big jump. You know, the funny thing is that I could totally fast wall climb faster, just all the time. But I prefer not to because it hurts my hands. Actually, when I first started learning fast wall climbing, I had some kind of bad hand pain. So I decided to just kind of be more moderate and fast wall climb with a slightly slower pace, just so it's easier on my hands. And usually it's like a pretty insignificant change in speed, from going like as fast as possible to just going at a decent pace. But in that room, I tried to go as fast as possible because there was a king vulture somewhere. This plays in Pipe Yard, I believe. Although they do have similar... It is kind of similar to Outer Expanse songs. I choose two hands. Yes. as I think do most players. That poor Cyan. I don't like the sound of wall jumping. Oh, thank you for that. Love when that happens. I mean, oh no, the poor lizard. Excuse me. Please don't go backwards. See? You shouldn't have gone backwards. I guess that is how they work, right? They try to go to the nearest, like, room transition to run away from you. And sometimes that room transition just happens to be... or you happen to, like, block their path. And they just don't care. Oh man, can I get lucky for once? Surprise. I think he was still alive, by the way. Please. I don't have all day. Might be bad. So I actually learned something there. Always throw two things at a scavenger. Because there was at least one time where I threw a spear and a rock, and one of them got parried, but the other one still hit. And even if it's the rock that hits, you can still just follow up with the spear afterwards. Had I only thrown one thing, it would have gone to parry, and then they could have thrown something with their superior reaction time. Okay, not too bad. Now he's 6 pebbles. murder. You know those videos where it's like someone throwing something at the camera to jump scare you? I have to imagine that Pebbles was watching live video feed from that overseer, only for him to get jump scared by the scavenger. Oh. I couldn't turn around fast enough. I keep dying in that room. Like, that's been like 3 deaths so far. That room usually is not a problem. Just 1 or 2 scavengers there. For whatever reason. And you know, like, whenever I go through industrial, there's always like scavengers here and there, and they're usually not a problem. Just that room. It's fine. We got to Metropolis like way more today than any other attempt. It's not paying attention. I can do it again. Wow. You're actually late to the stream? That's penalty. What? Did that not demask him? Where am I? Hello? Oh, I'm dead. Actually, I think I was just inside the vulture. Gonna get his friends. That's not what I meant. Plan B. No. Hated that loser. Why do you care about abandoning them? I think it's a good thing that you missed the good runs because I ended up losing them in the end. Oh, not you. Oh, not you. Okay. So you wanted to see the good runs. And pretty much all of them ended in Metropolis. Or the... Have any ended in the wall? I don't even know. But Metropolis has been difficult. Well, anyway, this goes out to the Garbage Waste fans. We're back. You were tired of me making progress. Wow. Somehow I came out of that situation with a mask and a scavenger. Is literally already carrying a Squid Data and he was still spitting at me. You're insane, dude. Not the good kind. Insane. Who is Garbage Waste? Oh, welcome to the stream. hiding in the chat like that when I'm focusing on the game. I still see you. Imagine that guy was the sniper. Apparently all the snipers are hiding in Metropolis, waiting for me to get a good run. Wait, I would go down the bottom one. This cyan might be a problem. Yeah, they aren't. Oh, you still hit me. All the way over there. What's the goal time? Ideally around 21 minutes. Although honestly, I don't even know at this point. Because I've actually significantly improved my time. Because I usually keep track of like at what time do I reach certain like checkpoints. It's like I know that reaching this gate at about 5 minutes is pretty regular, you know. But sometimes I've reached the gate in like 20 seconds before this. I know that I think I want to get to the wall before. Actually, I don't know. The wall shelter I want to get to before 11 minutes. And the Metropolis gate I want to get to before 15 minutes. And I've been keeping track of those goals, but sometimes I surpass them by a lot more than I thought I'd be able to. So maybe this like 21-minute goal is actually a little bit behind of what I'm able to get. Oh. Oh, wow. That guy's a sniper. Luckily, they have a much harder time hitting you when you're ahead of them. Yeah, I'm gonna stop trying to read chat at the same time. Sorry guys, after banning you. You're not a red lizard. You can't do that. I don't think there's any point in collecting spears. I don't keep the scavenger for that long, and it would take too long to drop the scavenger to get the spears and use them. My strategy is just to run past everything anyway. Completing a run is the real goal. The way that I'm doing this run is go as fast as possible, sacrificing basically everything else. So if there's creatures in the way, just run past them. If there's scavengers, just try to ignore them. You know, always go as fast as possible. Which probably means I'm going to die a lot, which I think you've seen is definitely true. But it should mean that when I do finish a run, it should be really fast. You know, That's kind of my strategy. Because I would really, actually what I would dislike even more is if I finish a run, but it's not as fast as I would like. Maybe there's some like major slowdowns at some point and time losses. Because what I really don't want to happen is to finish a run and then not be satisfied with it, and then I'd want to like go back and do more runs, you know? So if I do eventually finish a run, I want to be the best possible run I can get. So that's why I'm playing so risky. That might be a problem. Never mind. They were about to be. Okay, that was bad. No. Are there scavengers up here? Of course there are. And a white lizard for the extra bonus. Okay, climbing the outside with spears has kind of become the normal route because scavengers are very common there. Unless they're not and I'm just unlucky, but I feel like most runs there are scavengers there and I have to go around the outside. And I have gotten a little bit better at it, I still mess it up there. There's a possibility that it's actually the faster route to just climb up there from the beginning. But I've never even looked into it. But I'm kind of forced to do it anyways. It's the main problem is that if you try to go through the tunnel and there's a single scavenger in the way, it's a huge pain to deal with it. Because you need to kill the scavenger. And then you need to deal with their bodies so they don't get in the way. And then you need to exit the tunnel and deal with the scavengers that are probably going to be waiting for you. So you're gonna exit the tunnel holding a vulture mask and scavenger. So you don't have a weapon. And you need to deal with this scavenger that is probably just gonna get in the way. Audio? Okay, if it's just on your side, try refreshing the page. Passage to unlock death. You know, why isn't there a passage for dying? That would suck, actually. Use all your karma. Especially for score runs. I guess there would be a point where, right, like the wall echo you can get for free, right? Even if you're at the lowest karma, so you just die a bunch there and then go get the and go get the echo to refill your karma. So that'd be really funny for players who are not great at the game or who are new to get a passage for dying. Like, congratulations, you're bad. That's weird. Is anyone else noticing any difference with the audio at all? Oh, you guys suck. Really? Is this like impossible to demask a King Vulture? What is up with that? I feel like I've hit them in the head like multiple times before, and it doesn't demask them. Unless it's like damage RNG and I need to like get a high roll on damage in order to do it, or if I'm just hitting the wrong part. Yeah, I guess it's just it's harder to hit the King Vulture mask. I feel like I've gotten pretty consistent at the regular vultures. Speaking of, no, come over here. Oh, it's like, oh, thank you. Oh, just kidding. didn't even have enough karma. Unless he didn't die. Could have been the case. Can you still see their karma if they're not dead? So I think that it would have at least shown as like level 2 karma, right? Someday I'm gonna play Artificer doing something other than this speedrun. It's gonna feel really weird. Like being in a room that's outside of the routes. That's like unheard of. Oh, come on. I'm supposed to be proving my consistency right now. Yeah, I think I used up all my good runs earlier. You know, I say that kind of thing, but I don't really believe it at all. Like, I could still totally get a good run now. And in this category, it's really hard to say that if I'm making it far because I'm getting better or because I'm improving at this category, or if it's because I'm getting luckier. So maybe those like that streak of good runs that I got earlier, maybe that I just got lucky, you know. But I think there's definitely been some runs just now that I definitely could have continued if I DMA'd the vulture correctly. And that's probably mostly skill. This has happened a few times too. Up. Farmer's Echo, yep. Probably my favorite Echo song. I like the high notes. Like that right there. I thought for a second they didn't have enough. Nope. Wow, there's a lot of them. You don't usually see this many. Like there's sometimes like big groups of scavengers there, but they don't usually walk that far. Oh, all right, we're doing rebit now. Nope. You know, it's funny. Earlier, like a week ago or so, when I was doing Pilgrimage Percent as Rivulet. I was like, oh yeah, this is the next category that I'm gonna do. And I was doing practice and like routing out some like new ideas that I had. And then I just went over to Artificer instead. But I'll explain why. I felt like I already understood the Artificer route. There's no extra like planning or practice that I needed to do. I could just do the run, right? Whereas for Rivulet, there was still plenty of rooms that I had not routed out at all. Like I knew how to get through them, at least like in a very basic way, but I did not have any like specific strategies, right? So if I ran Rivulets, I would have had to learn a bunch of rooms and like specific movement. Specifically in like shaded, there's a bunch of dark rooms that you have to go through. So I need to learn the layout of those rooms in the dark. Or I could just play Artificer and I already know what to do. Alright, that's a good sign that you just can't continue. Wow, the coordination here. I'm using Beehive to go left pipe to... From the left pipe? From which left pipe? Okay, I can't reach out, sorry. Oh, that's rude. What's up with the scavengers? Man. This just kind of feels like luck, you know? I mean, obviously. The entire run is luck, but just like back to back to back, like Red Lizard, Scavengers, King Vulture. Room near... Okay, I know that room. Huh. Well, maybe I'll look at that next. I don't usually look at the movement channel. It's something I learned recently. You can like throw spears upwards by doing that. Oh! Like surely I can run away from this. It's funny that that's consistent. If you demask a vulture, they will poke you to death. That's just what happens. How hard it would be to do rain without shortcut pipes? I mean, it would be impossible, maybe. There's like a few rooms that require you to go through shortcuts. Unless you mean like, well, maybe no like pipe juking. So let's say that you and the lizard are on opposite sides of the same pipe and you go in at the same time. if the lizard could then bite you inside the pipe. Any good runs? No. I've been in garbage race this whole time. So. Oh, this guy just happens to have enough karma. That's definitely. These good kiddos are following me. Okay, we're actually going now. Sub-region. Man, I don't know. Yeah, it's hiding there. Oh gosh, I couldn't do an explosive jump in time for some reason. I don't know why that happens sometimes. They just drop a little bit too low. It's consistent most of the time. Well, then it's not consistent, is it? Yeah, it's consistent like 50% of the time. Okay. We're moving. have been really funny if that drophook just dropped to its death. Uh-huh. I don't know. I can never answer these favorite questions. Like, are you talking about the region's aesthetics, or the music, or the creature spawns, or the movement? Like, I think the depths is a really cool region for the music and the aesthetics and the just kind of feeling of it overall at the end of a Survivor run. But in speedruns, it's really annoying because everything is slow and bumpy, and you can't really do slides and stuff, and the physics is literally different. And as a casual player, I want to say that I really like the depths, but as a speedrunner, I really dislike the depths. So I just say that it's an average region, or sub-region, by combining the two together. Because as a casual player, the gameplay is not really a problem at all. And if you ask in general, then I'm just going to lump every region together as average, because there's always something good about every region and something bad about every region. And I'd have to go through every single region and sub-region and make a list of like pros and cons and be like, okay, so technically this one region has the least problems with it compared to everything else. But if I have to go through all that effort, then I don't think that's really my favorite. It's just like the one that I like figured out I have the least problems with based on like making a spreadsheet or something. And don't try to make the question more specific now. I've already given up on trying to come up with an answer. Or I guess more accurately, I'm doing a speedrun right now. Well, I guess they're gonna be scavengers, of course, but they're not low down. There's just one up there. There's just 3 up there. There's just 5 up there. Wow. Okay, this is really good pace all of a sudden. What would 100% look like? I think it would look a lot like Infinite Percent, where you go to Moon and you go up to Pebbles and you go down to the depths, except you would go take a few small detours to regions that you don't visit on that path. Going in a big circle around the map like that pretty much covers most regions in the game. Like you start in outskirts, then you go to industrial, then garbage wastes, then shoreline for Moon, then to shaded, then exterior, then Pebbles, then chimney, then sky islands, then farm rays, and then the depths. And it only misses like a handful of regions here and there. You can just take a little detours to visit them. Although I don't even know if that's the ideal route. That's just something I kind of made up. So maybe someone who actually runs like is that even a category? Someone else probably knows a good answer to that, but not me. But that's my best answer. Yeah, all the songs in this playlist are from Rain World. Some of them don't even play on in the OST, but or in game. I mean, I just hit someone off screen. Hit that. Well, some of the songs like don't play in game, but they play in arena mode, so then technically it counts as being in the OST. No, stop. Render could totally be a simulation inside of an iterator as like a 2D simplified recreation of their world. too slow in this room, these scavengers show up. Oh, man. You. No. I'm the expected result. I didn't even think there were many scavengers in that room. Like, I could have just ran forward and probably would have been fine. No, there were scavengers there. The scavengers on their side are really hard to deal with, because they're always below you. No, hold up, stop. Don't play that song. That was good. I think, I don't know. I really should have noticed something earlier too. Climbing up the wall in the room before that one. I ran out of double jumps. I really should have waited for a bit to recover them, but I didn't think about that in the moment. So I had to wait even longer. Red Lizard's on schedule. I always do that. They go in and out of the pipe. I mean, good strategy for the Red Lizard. You either try to get through them, or try to get past when they are in the other room, in which case they're probably going to come back and bite you instantly. If you go too early, then the lizard won't go into the other room. They'll just try to spit at you. And if you wait too long, then the cycle just repeats because they just come back to the room again. Backup scavenger. Plenty of vultures. In that situation, you actually want the Red Lizard to be there because they might demask one. He's waiting. He's on a schedule. Like, I gotta get here to this room at this time. No, actually, the schedule is just waiting for me to show up. When I get there, the red lizard also gets there. Guys, you don't need to watch this stream. You know what to expect. You can just like rewind like an hour and you will watch the exact same content. So there's no need to like... Like, you're not gonna miss anything. Thank you. Big fan of the red centipede there too. They don't always show up, but sometimes they surprise you. Not as consistent as the red lizard. And not really as dangerous either. They just take up a lot of space. Just kind of wondering what the devs were thinking in these rooms. Like, alright, let's put King Vulture and Red Centipede and Red Lizard. And just for good measure, let's add like 3 Vultures and some Slam Lizards, maybe some Scavengers too. No, I don't even know why you guys are talking about YouTube recommendations. I think I was focused on the run when that conversation was brought up. Oh, the red lizard's down there. I can actually hear them. That's nice. Wow. That might be the first time this stream I got that roll. I guess I needed to delay the jump. If that's what made it work. Oh, no, you don't. That was the acid sound effect from the other room, by the way. Sometimes sound effects carry over between rooms for some reason. Maybe sound effects don't really... Actually, I have no idea how it works. Ah. Fine, I'll keep going. Everything needs to be perfect note, though, from now on. Make up for that. Red lizard's busy fighting a white lizard, but there's a plug cat flying overhead, so they have to prioritize that, of course. What else would a red lizard do? Hello, don't mind me. I don't know what that was. Oh, that was a vulture. That was an ambitious attempt. This tiny little blue lizard. Oh, okay. Run's over now. Actually, I just had a staring contest with that scavenger for like a full second. Just like, hey, how's it going? Alright, despite what happened earlier, this is still going alright. Don't need this anymore. Excuse me. That's fun. Did the music decide to take a break? It's real quiet right now. Yeah, playlist just gave up. I don't want to play the next song for some reason. I'll fix that in the shelter. Hello. This could actually be dangerous. One of these guys could aggro on me. Okay, not anymore. That sucks. Just have to wait here for a bit. I'm actually quite far behind. It just gave up. Nope. No more music. There was no nothing. Just got to the end of the video and ended. So this run isn't horrible. It could have been a lot better. Of course, it all depends on what happens next. Getting stuck there. Okay, this helps. Just kidding. Random fate. Yeah. Alright, I think that's enough. I wanted to get one last run going. don't even know how that happens. Like either one of us would throw the spear and kill the other, or we would throw it at the same time and the spears would parry. But I guess there's another option. So yeah, that's the best. Yeah, at least, you know, there were a lot of good attempts. I'm gonna do this tomorrow as well, so I'm not stopping. I'm gonna keep trying this. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Glad you all are at least interested in sticking around when I'm just doing this over and over again. Try to get a grenade. I don't think they help. Like, it's... I don't know. I also don't like to slow down to create a grenade in the first place. Thanks everyone for watching. See ya.